Everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. Today's July Journaling Joy tidbit is this, and that is how to spruce up the cover of a plain journal insert. I've shown these before. You can look at my back videos for other ideas, but I just had this kind of last minute idea this morning. This is my Cosmo Air Light standard size notebook, which I have thoroughly enjoyed writing in. In the back of it, I kind of have a little ink test area, which is turning into quite a bit of the journal actually. But I kind of like doing that to see how I like a pen's ink on the paper before I do a lot of it. And as you can see, the spine has been kind of wearing out. It's sort of this taped spine, and it's really nice, clean look. But I had it in strings, and it started to wear, little holes there. And then I put this packaging tape on it, and eventually kind of worked its way through that too. So it's a little bit beat up looking, but in a way it's kind of cool because it shows how much it's been used. I'm thinking of taking some scrap fabric and just running it down the side here so that it'll cover up the edges, but maybe just give it the whole spine treatment there, not just the edges, so it coordinates better. This pretty tissue is from my friend Kim. It was in a package, and I thought some little bits of that would look really nice on the journal cover. She also sent me these flowers. I've used some of them to make a bookmark, and I thought they would look really neat on here with this kind of floral paper. I'm hesitating because maybe it's not floral but botanical. Anyway, I really liked how that looked. I'm using this glue to glue this down. I'm seeing a loose piece here, so I'm gonna touch that up. I like decorating covers to journal inserts. I just feel like it really adds a fun personal touch. This is a little loose here. Now sometimes I like to keep it simple, like this one. And other times I just can't seem to stop and I totally fill it up. I think I will keep this one on the simple side of things. I got out my Mod Podge matte finish. It's a water-based sealer, glue and finish if you're not familiar with it, but I think most people are familiar with that product. Anyway, I will put that over this when it's all dry to make sure that this tissue is nice and secure, and at that point I'll decide whether or not to do the spine. I may come back tomorrow and show you the finished product, but I think this will inspire you. It'll give you some ideas on how to spruce up a journal cover. Do whatever you want. This is just what I had, and the idea of tissue I think is a really fun one. So if you have some pretty tissue you're wanting to use for journaling, you might like it in that fashion. Also, I may add, it's kind of puffy there. Should have smoothed that out a little better. Anyway, I may add a gemstone, one of those adhesive ones to those to give them a little sparkle. Or I may color it in with some gold ink or something. I'm not sure. But there's the idea for, let's see, day 7. And that's pretty quick. So I want to show you something I kind of discovered today. So I'm cleaning out my pen cabinet, I guess you could call it. It's kind of a miscellaneous traveler's notebook supplies and pens. And I forgot I had all this stuff that came with my dip pen. I got this for the purpose of swatching and trying things out. Let me show you the dip nib. It's just a plastic nib that inserts here. So when I was going through all the pen boxes I have stored away, I came across the one that had all the extras. So this came with this vacuum filler and this nib. It's a fine nib, which is not the nib size I'm typically drawn to, but I thought, you know what, I could try out this brand of pen, this Wancai Moon Man, I think it is, something, maybe not. let's see, Wancai fountain pen. And it just says it's made out of acrylic. And when I bought it on Amazon a year or so ago, it was a fall color themed one. I don't remember, but you would notice it if you like that. You can screw the cap on the back. And it gives you more length to the pen, which I kind of like. But let's find a spot here. And I used some ink sample from Kim. Do not ask me to pronounce that, but I think it's Welsh. It's really cool, isn't it? And it's a pretty ink. I don't know how it will be with this, but let's just try it. It's not a Wancai ink. It's another ink, Pure Pens, I think. So I'm going to call it my dip pen, and the Wancai dip pen. Although this is the using fine nib, so this is not coming out fine at all. It's coming out like a nice big wet broad nib, and I actually like that, and I'm liking this ink, Kim. Thank you again for that. It's very pretty. It's got a nice shimmer to it when it dries. So the funny thing is, so this was a little bit tricky to figure out. You can see my hands covered with ink again, and you may see me make another huge mess. But basically what I had to do was take this back out. Then there was just this acrylic piece here. So I had to screw the nib in there and then take this cartridge piece and screw that in. So it was a bit of a process, and I'm actually impressed that I figured it out. And it was kind of fun. I mean, it doesn't feel like a great quality, you know, like heavy duty, that's what I mean, but it works, and it filled that up pretty quick, pretty easily. Or maybe didn't fill it up, but it filled with, let's look at that again, with some ink relatively easily. And then I wiped it off. Of course, I get it all over my hands, and here's the baby wipe. So it was a little bit of a sloppy process, but it works pretty nice on this Cosmo paper. And let's see if I have any else handy. We'll just do a quick sample. This is Tomoe River. So let's try it here. And I'm just going to make a note to myself that it was the dip pen. I really only have one Wancai, or however that's properly pronounced. But that just helps spark the old memory. So I am pleasantly surprised and really amazed at how wetly that writes. It seems like, I don't know if that's focusing. I have very basic filming equipment, and it's called a phone. It seems like the ink is really pooling on the sides there. Like I definitely wouldn't want to touch that. But that's kind of a nice surprise. That's really fun. I didn't think I would ever use this nib that came with the dip pen because I really just wanted a dip pen. But I might try writing with that today and see how it goes. Pleasantly surprised with that. Okay, so there you go. Try sprucing up, excuse me, my throat. It's been bugging me lately. Try sprucing up a journal cover with anything, but pretty tissue is a good idea, and it makes it, it's very thin on there, lightweight. I'm going to drink some tea, hang on. We have had so much rain here, and people have been telling me it's the mold in the air that's making me sound like this. Anyhow, there's the thought. Have fun with that. The sky's the limit. Collage the front of your journals away and let it be a reflection of you. Let it be a great way to use up some of the pretty supplies you have on hand, or cool or cute or interesting. Put them in your journals. Don't let that stuff just sit there. Use it. That's what I'm learning, to just really have fun. Take advantage of all the nice things that have been given to me, and supplies I have, and don't hoard them. Use them and have fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. One more quick note I forgot to say when I was making the main video is that this dip pen slash fountain pen came with these 6 black cartridges, so I haven't even tried those yet. I wanted to try that piston or a vacuum type filler, but I might go ahead and give these a whirl. So kind of a handy little case there, easy to keep track of with them in that, as long as you don't lose track of the box in which they came. Anyway, that's all. Just wanted to say that. So if this is something you're looking at, it comes with all kinds of things. So if that's appealing to you, there's a little bit more in the box besides just the dip pen. Okay, really is goodbye for now. See you later.